Charles Dickens' book Great Expectations was adapted by Stephen Knight and stars Olivia Colman as Miss Havisham and Fionn Whitehead as Pip. Whilst there was a lot of praise for the highly anticipated series, the BBC was hit with a lot of criticism over the changes made to the story, including the depiction of opium addiction and sadomasochism. When episode 1 first aired, it was watched by 4 million viewers, but 2 million had switched off prior to last night's finale. In Dickens' book, Miss Havisham's wedding dress, which she never took off, burned in an accident, ultimately leading to her death. However, the BBC's reimagining of the scene saw Miss Havisham set her dress alight on purpose as part of a revenge twist and emerges out of the fire unscathed. When Compeyson, played by Tristan Gravel, comes to her, Miss Havisham, who is now free of her dress, tries to shoot him before setting Sati's house on fire. Compeyson and Magwitch, Johnny Harris, fight in the burning building and die in the inferno, while Miss Havisham watches Sati's house burn, surviving her ordeal. Another change that the BBC made to the series was the conclusion of Pip's story, with his character in the novel reuniting with Estella, Shalom Brune Franklin, who finally opened her heart to him. Don't miss. Corey's Daniel Brocklebank absolutely devastated over co-star's exit. Latest, Antiques Roadshow guest wowed by value of brooch she feared was fake. Watch, Emma celebrity stars picking up on Carol Verderman's fakeness. Insight, but, in the final episode of the show, Pip declines her proposal and instead opts to marry his childhood friend despite the rejection. Estella's love life ends on a positive note, when she was shown dancing with Jaggers at Pip and Biddy's wedding. Viewers were left outraged at the changing of the iconic scenes and branded the show an abomination on their Twitter accounts. At R2 were fumed, "What an abomination. The only way to describe BBC's Great Expectations." The last episode they even changed the ending. They added in a second tweet, Why? Total rubbish. Why would anyone think that changing the ending of Great Expectations would be a good idea? Right, I avoided Dickens for years. Finally, read Great Expectations and bloody loved it. It is a perfect story. Why the hell would they change it? And this ending? Utter BKS. At Scouse Girl added, it isn't right to ruin the ending of a famous novel. It makes a mockery of the story if Pip and Estella aren't reunited in the end. Dickens himself realized that. 3 times the BBC have ruined GE adaptations. At Paul Gthemas commented, at BBC once again throws up its arrogance in an appalling adaptation. Shame. Conservative MP Nadine Dorries exclaimed, such a predictable and awful shame. What a waste of license fee payers' money. The BBC has ruined Great Expectations. At Andrew748722234 said, BBC One so-called Great Expectations is actually Poor Expectations. Utter rubbish. A waste of license payers' money. Who commissioned this garbage? Rob Hopkins Bend, well, call me a traditionalist if you like, but that last installment of the new Great Expectations on BBC last night took far too many liberties with the story for my liking. I spent most of it going, that's not what happened. Much preferred the last one. However, some were more complimentary of the final episode, with it JJ Amoufke praising, "I love it. I noticed the character Jagger was so much like the character in Taboo played by Tom Hardy, then realized Tom Hardy produced Great Expectations." Sick, Great Expectations is available to watch on BBC iPlayer.
Got to be somewhere south who's in our hearts, ready to come home and fall in love. I have been trying to find a way over you to a spot of oil, and where the sun comes up from above. Now take